Hello everyone, and welcome to round 8 of 10 of the UN eSports F2 Championship. I am Pepsi Freak 212. I am joined in the booth with two people today. I am joined by Liam. Liam, say hello.
Well, hello there, everybody.
And I'm joined by Fritchie Viola, my partner in crime for the past couple of weeks. Fritchie, say hello.
Hey Pepsi, good to be here.
It is good to be here. As Cross Time is about to cross the line, and I did want to, we were trying to quickly rush that in there because Cross Time just did go provisional P1 on his Super Sauce. But we did skip through a little bit of qualifying here, and here's currently the top 10. Cross Tommy and P1. JWM Films finally making his return. The first overall draft, well, not the first overall draft pick, but the first team selection of F2. Ida won P3, 8,004th, and Just Jose rounds up the top 5. And with 5 minutes to go, most of these drivers are going to be going on to the Super Soft tires to set one more quick flyer before the session ends. So, as we went through 25 minutes worth of qualifying here, Liam, did you see anything worth noting?
Well, from what I've noticed, apart from the fact some drivers are missing their helmets, quite interesting. We've got a rather variety in terms of pace. We've got Tommy Cove so far looking pretty good for about, 4.5 temps, give or take, up on P2, so he's looking pretty comfortable. Like, I say that, JWM crossing the line right now, and he should, I believe.
He was going way too slow there. I think he gave up on the lap. So I think he maybe...
He was up.
Did he run out of fuel? Because he is going pretty slow. Let me check his wheel. Yep, he's run out of fuel. So that was his last chance. So because these F2 cars do have fixed fuel, so there's not much he can do to turn it up and down. So once he runs out, that's probably going to be the end of his qualifying, because there's no way he's going to be able to limp it around at that speed and get another attempt on this.
Yeah, he was up by shy of 3 temps, so that would have put him awfully close. May even just almost matched him. We don't know what the last corner would have been like, but it was looking good. We've got everyone else in the pit lane apart from down to about P8. Further downwards, let's see, we've got Donut. He's on a lap so far, I believe, in the, well, Dan Tictum's car. I'm not quite sure what car it is. It's blue. That's all I know. It's a blue car.
I don't. Oh, Dan Tictum? Yep, I should probably. Let me pull up the list here. Hey, doing this for 6 weeks, and I should probably know all the cars, but for some reason my brain. Dams. It's Dams.
Yeah, the Dams. Up by 1.5 seconds over the crest down into the penultimate couple of corners. Easy to lose a rear end here. Now, down towards the last corner, probably about third gear. Just hug it. Don't be too careful to go too wide here, because those curbs on the outside will just throw you off. And last corner here should be around about 147, yeah, 147.9 then, so improves by 2 seconds, but doesn't really improve his time overall in terms of position. Good
for our UNF1 commentator that does the Tier 2-1 races for us. He's been here, not here for the past couple of weeks, and it's good to see him show back up again and put down a good lap. Well, could have gone better, but good for staying in the top 10, as he now gets bumped down to 10th by 8,000 art. Teddy Reggie went to P4.
Yeah. 45.8 then, so that's lots kind of in no man's land right now, I suppose, between the 1 and 8,000.
8,000 is on an out lap, so he should be able to put one more lap down. As I take a quick look at JWM Films, he's on the last straight, but he's trying, he's limping. It's like Rick, I want to say, I don't remember, the guy that said, Jensen, get out and push. Like, the engineers tell him to get out and push because they want to get one more lap, but I don't think it's going to be feasible.
Yes, I think you're talking about that'll be Canada 2010.
No, I'm thinking
Hamilton.
Actually, I'm thinking 06 Australia with Honda. The Honda engine that was with Button. I know, little throwback.
It blew up on the line. Didn't end well. Honda's exploding. Seems familiar from somewhere. Anyway.
You could take that from any of the past 20 years and say, that's a moment. But sorry Honda, if you do want to sponsor us, hit us up. We will refrain, and we will bash other engineer companies if you want us to.
Other engines are available.
Yep. But yeah, so with a minute 30 to go, Freddie has invalidated. But he should have one more attempt at this if he's got enough fuel in the car. Hopefully. So it looks like on the steering wheel, actually I don't think he does have enough. He's at 0.9, so I don't think Freddie's going to have enough to do one more lap, as he just goes pretty wide on the exit. I think it didn't invalidate him, but that won't be pretty good for the end No, but anyway, 8,000 has set a personal best sector 1 with a purple. So keeping an eye on 8,000 right here would be worth noting.
Yeah. Timbed Pepsi, so cut over there. It's gone P3 then in the Carlin. So very good lap from him, all the way back up to P3 then, as he's only just joined. So he's got another lap potentially in the tank as well. Let's see what he can do with the tyres though. Remember, they will not be probably the best though on the second lap. The tyres do slowly degrade as watching Sean Galeo's car in the other dams rather run himself out of roads. And that's Freddie's lap pretty much gone and dust. There's 8 seconds to go.
As 8,000's about to come to the last corner here, did set a purple sector 2 as I've been watching here, and it's going to be a run to the line. He could have a pole lap for us. With 20 seconds to go, has to take the last 2 corners well. Don't go wide or else you will get invalidated. Going to take the last corner here pretty well. No kick out. Cross the line. That will not be a pole position. Lost a little bit too much time in the 3rd sector, and that will be a 1:44.581, just barely off Cross Tommy's time.
Yeah, incredibly close right now between these kind of top 4, really. Top 5 all separated by just over half a second. So it's all still to play for right now. Public sector 2 for
sorry to cut you guys off. I do want to point out Timbed is absolutely flying right now. Around the couple last chicanes in the sector 3 here. Let's see what he can do.
I did take a look in that because I did remember Liam saying that, and I guess I have him on board right now. So he's going to go for the last 2 corners here. Hopefully he doesn't pull an 8,000 and scrub off a little bit too much time. Goes really aggressive there. Thought that would have been a cut. Going to take the last corner here, and it's going to be a 1:44.414, and that will be pole position, and Cross Tommy will not be able to answer back. But can 8,000? No, he is invalidated, so it will be unopposed, and Timid will be taking pole position here for the Russian GP of F2.
Brilliant lap there from Tim. He's hasn't given Cross Tommy a chance to respond, and that's exactly what you want to do. So it's a good start to the weekend for him.
Correct, that is. So yeah, Timid will be rolling off P1. I mean, that is kind of what the boys at BWT Arden are hoping for, because 4 points just went not to the Trident boys across and Noah. So that's a good showing to see for at least the constructors. And I guess Toss My Salad's championship hopes as well, because Toss My Salad was not able to show up today due to a personal family issue, and we do wish his grandfather a happy birthday for the UNF1 boys. Hope he enjoys his day. But anyway, Timid is going to be rolling off on pole position with Cross Tommy not that far behind, so it will be kind of, and even 8,000 in JWM, so it looks like we got a nice tight 4 here for the Russian GP.
Indeed we do. I just noted, by the way, Freddie went up to P6 just at the end there, so good lap from the Darbs.
Something worth noting is Noah does have a 5-second time penalty, and if I take a look at the race tractor, let's see what it was for. It's not going to matter, I'll just start P last. Collision with the Donsta, so if the stewards may get a little bit of a message there, because Noah may not be too thrilled about maybe what happened, because it could have cost a retirement as well. So yeah, Fretchy, Liam, any predictions going into this race worth noting? You anyone you're have your eye on the watch?
Well, it's hard to say, of course, but we'll see what's going to happen. Turn 1, long run down there as well. Easy to go wide. We've seen all sorts of carnage in real life and in league racing down into the turn 2, really, what it pretty much is, because turn 1 is the kink. So, really, look out for 3rd position, 4th position. They can get good runs off. Normally, P1 doesn't, about half the time, I'd say, from my experience, does not lead into turn 1. So this could be a very spicy turn 1. Yeah.
Fretch, you want to add anything to that? Because we kind of kept you a little bit radio silent here, so I want to make sure we get our resident F2 commentator here some conversation here.
No.
I think Fretch is having a little bit of technical...
So... Oh, can you guys not hear me? Sorry.
We can. It was just a little bit robotic, so you can keep going. You're good now.
Oh. Yeah. Here's I've been with that a little bit of there at the lobby. I've been placed into a car again. This is 2 weeks in a row now for me. So at the end of the world, a good view of the start up here.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna get a nice view of the track conditions and possibly the weather. But from what I can tell, it doesn't look like it's gonna rain. So no conditions of rain here today?
For right now, yeah, the weather is looking clear on my side of things. Let me get a weather report from Jeff here, though.
President Jeff.
Conditions are stable at the moment. No rain is expected, so it looks like we're going to be in for a dry feature race.
Oh, by the way, I'd like to point out, Liam, when we were sitting here at also Noah's going really slow. He's doing the same thing he did at Belgium. He's trying to sandbag to make the tires non-warm for everyone else, and that is a legal but a dirty move. I wanted to say something else, but we're on air, so I can't.
No, I don't know if that's totally correct. What he was on his AI off the formation lap, so I think that's possible.
But look at him now. He's just going.
Right now?
Yeah, he's driving right now. He's swerving back and forth at 55 miles an hour. The AI would catch.
Slow.
Yeah, the AI would catch the pack.
Yeah,
like right now he's through the SX right near the fountain. So, and he's not taking any effort to go any faster. So he's clearly doing this on purpose. So anyway, but yeah,
as games there.
Yeah, again, I think the rest of the grid is going to be lined up outside his paddock trying to whoop him. But right now, he's not even out of Sector 1 yet, and the boys are about to get out of Sector 2, so he needs to get the giddy up, or else I think the FIA may not be too pleased with him.
I think we're going to have to send our resident Freakovler to slow down to make him hurry up, maybe get him on the brakes.
I was trying to do that a bit, but he's just
he's so
behind that
Yeah, he's
gonna get. I wasn't aware of this at all. Like, we're gonna have to give out some LLP for this. We're gonna have to show this to Elijah, the resident steward.
Yeah, this is kind of not right too, because there's a little.
I've never seen this. I've never seen this before, though.
He did do it at Belgium.
Something new to me.
But he did it relatively, like, he was a little bit off, but you could say, maybe I got a bad start. Here, he's deliberately doing it. Like, there's no. It's like if you stuff a ballot box. It's like you only stuff it a little bit. You don't stuff it with full of everything. And that's what he's doing right now. He's blatantly doing it. Now he's speeding up because he knows he's been caught. But anyway, as we'll do a quick rundown, we'll wait for Noah to quickly go through the sectors here. Timid is going to be lining off on pole position. Cross Tommy in second, championship leader. 8,000 RPM, looking for a strong performance this week in third. JWM Films, the first selection of the team selection in fourth. Either one in fifth. Freddie Surreal in sixth. Ted Reggie in seventh. Just Jose in eighth. Soko Brazy in ninth. Silencer in 10th. The Donster in 11th. Donut Glazer in 12th. Frenchie Viola in 13th, who will be retiring from the grid. And Noah, who is just being... Oh, Cross Tommy has left the session. So actually, Noah going kind of slow may allow him to quickly join back if he's really backs it down. Maybe some mind games. But he will be rolling off P13 or 14.
Spun a minute ago as well, so he's either not having much fun, the AI finally taking over, thank the Lord, so we'll get this race underway, but a little bit of a spin down the back for good measure, not the best.
So the thing is that depending on the glitch or not, Cross Time's AI may... Oh, he's joined, so he should be good. Thank God Noah bailed him out, as now we're on lap 2 for some reason. Now we have to wait here. Now Noah's lined up, and we now have the 5 red lights, which to give me a better angle of this start. As the lights, I think, have went off.
You got some lag in the back there, so looks like potentially a light issue. That race has taken a while. This has happened before. I'm seeing one car.
We're currently waiting on the grid.
Yeah, Grandma has taken a little bit longer this week to plug in the light, so...
I think we might be gearing
up for a restart. Yep. Well, let's see. We'll give it a minute. Maybe something will load.
Normally, this means that someone is still loading in, so that might be
Cross.
Tommy.
Oh, Noah's now left. Maybe that's going to be the catalyst?
I think not, so someone's stuck loading.
Alright, so I think we are doing a reset.
Yeah, I think that's probably most likely.
I don't know how many people are listening to this stream, not many, but reset, we will be taking if we had stream music, we'd put it on right now, but sadly, since this is not a capture card, we cannot, so...
Jingles on someone.
Oh, Frecci was the problem, so Frecci left, and now we're underway, but we will be resetting, so this does not matter.
And a light turn, away we go for a very laggy start, and
Yep.
Again, Cross Tommy's lagging everywhere on my screen.
Yeah, a little bit too. So again, this does not matter, I think. Because Frecci left, and I'm assuming he's starting up a new lobby. So we'll let the action play out.
Is it going good? This is the worst stream ever, first of all, and second of all, Are they racing?
Yeah, they're racing. Once you left,
way.
they started going. But Noah left too,
let's
so.
Keep it going, then. Let's just keep it going.
All right, I guess the start's been waved off.
Noah got DQ'd off the start.
All right, so Noah's gonna. That's not good for Trident. So anyway, I guess there'll be some interesting things here. The cross time is down to P9, P10. Is he even there? No, he's left the session. So cross time is sinking like a stone because he's either lagging or left the session. But yeah, rough start there. Should have probably given it a little better introduction. But Timid is currently in the first position. JWM's able to get second, 8,000 third, and I the one in fourth. As the Frecci or the ghost of Frecci is currently fighting Donsta, Crude, Cross, and Noah for 11th. So yeah, it looks like we do have a little bit of a train here as Soko Brazy gets a little wide going into that corner there, a little squirrely.
Yeah, getting too much on the rear traction there. Rear end steps out, so easy to do in these cars. As I'm watching Silencer jolt around left, right, centre, is just about covering each other off then. As Brazy then just covering off Joe. Freddy 2-Row just trying to sliver around the outside as well. So these 4 drivers all getting themselves rather too close to comfort. They're just giving each other enough of a gap. As again, Brazy losing the rear end, and now down the inside goes.
Oh, we got to move here for Freddy. Freddy's going to try to get 2 stones here with 1. He's got 1. He's going to try an aggressive lunge here on Just Jose. But he's not going to... Actually, he's going to make it work because Jose goes wide, and he will make the pass and gets 2 Well, hold up. Hold the horses. Now he's made the pass work. 2 moves.
Oh, there's contact down the straight there as well, and poor old Joe, from looking like he got some positions, has now lost 3 positions, and has he brought damage to the front wing potentially as well? It looks like it, so he's potential damage to that car as well as that, so it's not gone very well for the poor old Joe. He's now dropped himself down to P9. So far, Timbed leads this race quite comfortably so far by about a second, maybe 2 right now from... JWM.
My intervals are a little screwy right now. It says cross time is P1, but please ignore that because cross is currently in the back. Timid is currently about a second up on JWM for the viewer at home. But yeah, just also a quick correction as well, as it's Jose, not Joe. Some people don't care, but oh, someone is wide, aggressively wide.
Jose is just shunted himself into the wall there. No fault other than his own. That's unfortunate to see.
Well, you could say now that he dropped enough letters, he probably is now just Joe.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, it looks like as the timing scoring is still screwed up. No clue the gaps, but it looks like yeah, 8,000's currently in P3. Actually, not that far off the back of JWM, he goes a little bit wide. Either ones, we got a big battle here for second, as 8,000 try to capitalize on JWM going a little bit slow through this Sector 3 here, which is very hard to do in an F1 car, and I can't imagine how to do it in an F2 car, because these things like to spin you on your back for fun, if you're not careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one point I just want to make with Toss My Salad out this week, Viper Noah getting DQ'd on the formation lap, and Cross Tommy falling down the order with that glitchy start to the race. It's going to be a terrible week for our 2 leaders in the Constructors Championship of F2, because we got JWM, who's back on ART, pushing up front with his teammate 8,000 RPM, and then we got Crudity, aka I the One, up there with Arden making a push. But that's Timbed there in third with Carlin, who is right on the heels of...
Timid's actually in the lead.
Yeah, Timbed's in the lead. He's leading.
Yep.
Carlin is in third in the Constructors.
Oh, sorry. I misread you. That's my mistake. Sorry, I was looking at some timing there.
Probably not the best wording. My fault.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I misjudged it. But anyway, Timid is currently, like I said, 8. Yep. So yeah, that's actually a good standing. It looks like it's going to be a 2-horse race though, and with cross timing. Yep.
Sorry, Kirby Breezy. He's gone round for a spin, and that was on the inside and into the wall. And unfortunately, that was a day late and a dollar short there, in my opinion. He tried to take Freddy up the inside into the right-hander. But with a half attempt, wasn't ever going to pull it off, and fortunately just attacked the front left. Round he went straight away. Nothing, that racing incident. So just trying his hardest.
A little bit like Charles Leclerc and Spread we saw at RA and Outer Circuit.
Sometimes you just make a mistake, and that's what happened there. But as with DRS being open this lap, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. We do have Yellow Flag Sector 2. No one is currently on my screen, though, so I have no clue what that would be for. Probably just a glitch. But With the DRS, though, it's going to be interesting because 8000 I, the one, are currently in a DRS train with JWM Film, so JWM could be kind of a sitting duck going into this corner. Well, actually, maybe JWM got a little far enough away there, but I know I, the one, would that be a DRS?
Freddie, yeah, it's the one. Yeah, he's got a good toe here. 8 does have the DRS as well, but a little bit too far back right now to try and make a lunge. He'll run to the back.
He gives him a little bit of a touch up the rear there to get a little hurry up tap there to get 8000 to go. And yeah, 8000 has to get a giddy up, or else he may get a boot scoot and boogied out of the way. I know we're not Coda, but I did want to use that reference at least once in our season. But
understeer these cars have got as well. I mean, they just can't get the front end turning, especially through the long flowing left-hander. It's almost a quadruple apex corner. They just can't get the front ends to grip around there due to just how they downforce bleeds off in these cars. So all of them just running completely out of road nearly. Incredible to see, but so far it is Timber. He's starting to pull that gap a little bit right now, looking pretty comfortable. We've got just over 10 and a bit laps to go in this race from GWM. We've then got this gaggle of cars of 8 and the 1, then a bit of a gap down to the Dams, and I believe that is of the Chazu Racing of Reggie, who's looking rather comfortable in 6th position with his teammate following suit in 7th. Yeah, we got a little bit of a cluster. I want to point out 8000 did get a 3-second time penalty, so him and I, the one, are currently on time penalties, worth noting. And, they're the only two currently have time penalties, which is kind of shocking, because Rush, at least in the UNF1 race that happened last season, it was a cutting paradise. It felt like a lot of drivers were prone to cut, or at least were someone that liked to cut. So it's kind of worth noting that we don't have that many cuts for 5 laps in, especially these cars not having downforce.
Taji Reggie is going to be the first to bring the super soft into the pits. He's pitting right now on lap 5.
It is worth noting that he got 5 seconds for sitting in the pit lane, so I was going to say he was not that far, but he was currently under the chuff of Fred.
Oh,
we have a pass!
Side off the road! He tried that. They're laying on the brakes again. Can't get the car stopped though, so the one trying absolutely everything in the playbook to try and get past 8 right now. Just can't do it. Tried the inside, tried the outside, and can't seem to get him down to turn number 2, well, almost turn 3 in that case, and missed the chicane pretty much. Normally, you would have to go the long way around as he drifts the rear end out.
Maybe those tires, Teji just took it in pit road, so I'm wondering how long these super soft have for life. Are they really that bad? Because we don't have a wear thing up here, so we have no clue.
We're going to see the grid, the pit.
Oh, as JWM gets a 3-second time penalty, but what Frenchie was trying to say is he thinks half the grid is going to pit there because a little bit of a lag interference, so I want to make sure the viewer at home understands what he was trying to say. But yeah, back to what I was saying, Teji Reggie looked like he was going to go for the undercut on Freddie because he was up the chuff of him before that pass happened, and then he sped in pit lane, so any time gained is going to be negated by that 5-second time penalty that he received. But yeah, we'll see. I guess Timid's going to be the first one to pass pit lane here. Will he, because he's got a 3-second lead, he can play this conservatively and just pit now and not risk it, but he's going to stay out. Will JWM... He's going to be coming in, because the undercut's a little bit... Oh, well, almost shot it out. 8000's also going to be pitting as well, and Freddie as well. So Cross and either one are staying out, while 8000, JWM, and Timid are all pitting.
Interesting thing here, though, is where is it Reggie?
I just realized something, that we may have a problem here, because 8000 came in the same lap as JWM Films, and now they're double stacked.
Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate there, and that's going to cause absolute mayhem, because now...
Yep, Freddie can't go as well, because he's stocked up as well because of 8000, so they're all going to lose time. So,
yeah,
bad communication from the boys at the Russian team. Fill me in here, Liam. What team is that again?
ART.
Thank you. I was going to say ART, but I didn't want to risk it sound like an idiot. But I guess it sounded more like one by flabbergasting.
See, and that now means Reggie gets ahead, so feel a little bit spread out. We've got Jose down the back on those super soft tyres. Remember, he spun quite early on with damage, so that is why he's so far down the field and not in a good place. And Brazy as well, having served what I believe was a time penalty or a few issues as well.
Yep. So if we look for the field here, Timid stopped, but it didn't It's not showing up on my interval screen, so we know he pitted. Either one hasn't pitted. Cross Tommy hasn't pitted. Silencer hasn't pitted. Donut Glazer hasn't pitted. And the Ghost of Fretchy is not important, and Noah have not pitted. But everyone else has. So right now, depending on how long either one stays out, the facto lead will be Timmins.
Yeah, he comes in the pit lane just on cue, and actually, so in comes your race leader.
Oh, he actually hasn't
second
pitted.
Position.
My mistake.
No, he hasn't pitted.
Oh, that was JWM. Yep,
Third, pretty much the top 5 we're going to come in right now, I think, actually. So, yeah, Frost in the pit lane, Silencer coming in as well.
I'm going to assume Donut Glazer as well.
Glazer will surely follow in as well. It's almost like a tin reaction, because those tyres, it's lap 7, half race is gone. They'll be shot. And indeed, yes, he does come in. That means now that JWM is going to be taking over the reins for a moment, potentially. Let's see how close he can get to the race leader.
It's going to be close, because Tibbetts is currently about to come out. He's up to speed as we speak. JWM is across the line, so... No, yeah, Timmins got him. Timmins got him by at least a good distance. Yeah, he's already out, so yeah, that is Timmins' lead. And he's also going to jump either one. Well, actually, he was ahead of either one. But the main loser in that's going to be 8,000, who was in this pack, and now he's going to lose time probably to Donut Glazer. As we do have a yellow flag in Sector 3, as Soko Brazy has left the session, so I think he may have crashed.
No, he hasn't. He's just retired the car then, so not seeing any damage. Yeah, Darren's front left end plate's gone then, so he has hit the wall, but he has not DNF'd the car in a normal essence, so he's just retired, so he's just left the session. So
unless that's a lag out, that could be a penalty coming to Soko Brazy, so we'll see how the stewards rule that one. But anyway, Timmit is currently in P1, JWM still in P2, and either one currently in P3 with Cross Tommy in, I guess, de facto P4, because Noah still hasn't pitted. The Ghost of Noah has not pitted.
Yeah, and of course he's disqualified as well, from what we've heard, so he's pretty much, very much a ghost as he gets eaten up by his teammate, quite literally, as he goes literal through him. So far, P1, P2, P3, gap pretty much, I think, even between all three of them. They're 3 seconds from first to second as my telemetry finally decided to come and join us. The one now in third position, a little bit further back as well for the BWT. After a markable car at least, so so far so well for these 3. Tommy then a little bit further back, then now 4-5 seconds further back. We've got Freddy 2 seconds back. He's closed up by Reggie, who's just a little bit further away as well. Real closest battle it seems though.
Freddy goes really wide there. I thought he almost clipped that wall there, but I was kind of shocked that Teji didn't jump Freddy, because Teji was on the back of Freddy when he pitted. And Freddy also got held because of 8,000 RPM for a couple more seconds, so I'm kind of shocked that Teji didn't get that move on or pass. Or if he did, he may have lost it. But kind of worth noting. But anyway, yeah. So they kind of all nice and spaced out here. Donster's Ghost is currently behind Silencer, but that's not really noted.
Yeah. Well, Donster's not very much a ghost anymore. He's racing for position. Then,
he is in his lobby, because he was back there fighting with the other ghost. I thought he was a ghost. God, I'm having a rough day here.
Ghosts everywhere. But nonetheless, he is battling for P8 in this race. Silence has got himself a 3-second time penalty, so that puts himself up to exactly 3 seconds now, as he hasn't got one before. Most penalties so far in this race, that is Reggie. He's on 5 seconds in this race. Top 3, all with 3-second time penalties, as well as Reggie now gets himself past Noah, a rather easy affair in Lowesburgs.
If I look at the gap to the leader, Cross Time is currently 11 seconds behind the leader. I don't know if it's feasible that he can get there within the remaining distance to take advantage of that 3-second time penalty. But if they're not as aggressive, he could at least maybe get a podium spot, because he's only 4 behind either one. So it's safe to assume he could still get on the podium, but I don't know if the win's in the cards today because of the situation at hand.
Yeah, it'd be incredibly difficult, remember, in these cars. It's very easy to lose time more than gain time around here, and he is kind of dropping that gap a little bit now. 4.5 seconds, up 2 tenths from last time, so he is slowly falling away. But remember, the one has just to drive cautiously, conservatively, but make sure he is not losing gap, because if he makes a mistake as well, it's all over, and that podium very well could go the other way. Like Tommy, remember, gets a penalty. That also happened as well. Noah has pitted finally. The AI of Noah decides he's come in to finish his arc of redemption, and in the pit lane he comes Meanwhile, Donster dropping back a little bit from Silencer does not seem to have the pace and rather taking a lot more tighter lines than really he needs to be making. Seems to really hug those apexes. He completely misses that one, I suppose.
Yeah, because the past couple of weeks for the Donster, I think he's been getting slowly in terms with the F2 cars. It feels like week in, week out, he's getting better. So it is good to see him pick up on the pace. So, I mean, the first week he was here, he was kind of having problems keeping the power under it. But now he's actually really able to keep it straight. So it's actually good to see the improvements and the gains he's having. But I do want to go back to the cross timing situation for a second. I mean, it's worth noting because either one has a 3-second time penalty, but cross timing also has to play conservatively as well, because if he were to... I don't know what interval amount of penalties he's on right now. I can't pull it up. Actually, I could just pull it up real fast. Hold on, let me just take a quick peek at the director. Yeah, I didn't want to leave the broadcast, but since nothing's really happening, he's got one... he's only got one, so he's got an extra bullet in the metaphorical gun, so to speak, where he can afford one more cut before he'll get a warning. So it's not conservative time, but if he gets one more cut, then he's going to have to worry, because if he gets a 3-second time penalty, any chance of that podium is long gone. Because he's not going to be able to
closing, though.
He is, but he's not closing enough within the remaining distance to make it work. He's still 4 behind. As Timid goes fast lap of the race, and he's been doing relatively well. He's been pulling the gap on JWM Films. You're not missing anything up front. Most of the drivers have spaced out. I think right now, actually, the 8,000...
Silencer. And Reggie going at it. I think Reggie's just got past Silencer, actually, if I'm not too mistaken.
No, Teji was still ahead of Silencer, but Silencer's actually in the back of Teji, so we could have a battle here. And Donster and 8,000 not that far behind as well. So this is our closest battle on the track right now, as Silencer's going to probably make a move here.
Let's see, we've also got 8,000s coming in this as well. Here we go, though. So here comes the high-tech down
double
the inside.
side-by-side down the straight. Both drivers are fighting for position here, and Reggie's going to make the pass work, and so is 8,000 on the Donster. So beautiful move from both of them, and they both will gain positions.
Textbook stuff there, just down the inside. DRS pass straight away, late braking on the inside, both following each other, probably both getting a mild bit of tow from each other as well. So that's going to be helping each other, both the DRS on the inside. Silencer now up to P6 in this race. Reggie now going to be looking back at the Sauber car. If I'm not too mistaken, that is then of 8,000. Yes, it is the Sauber team. And then we've got Donster running rather wide as well, a little bit more struggling potential front end. Lots of understeer as well, as 8,000 gets himself another time penalty. Running out of road, that's just 6 seconds for him.
What's worth noting is Donster has no time penalty, so right now he would be de facto P6. So I don't think he has to make an aggressive lunge here. I know, again... Oh, we do have a pass here, as we got a move here. As Teji Rage is going to take that spot back, and he will successfully make it done, but he comes relatively close and slow in the apex there. That's going to allow Silencer to get a rush up there and possibly make it a attempt, but we're going to have probably a move on the start-finish straight here as well. Because, for a fact, he's not going to let that one lying down, basically. As 8,000 is actually going to make a possible lunge here on Silencer going to the corner, but not Big's better of it because of the long straight coming up.
Yeah, it was Silencer almost trying to have a little lunge there. Again, you can see trying to take a line, just trying to find any opportunity. And this has just compromised him so much because now look, he's pretty much almost lost DRS range. He should just have it, I think, just about, but he's not going to get the level of tow that, for example, the car of 8,000 is going to have. He will have the slipstream. It's all going to be down to the braking distance, and up the inside will go then.
More aggressive on the brakes.
Yeah, takes Silencer, and now Donster starting to drop back a little bit, so it looks like Reggie now potentially has got that gap quite quickly because these two battling so heavily hold each other up.
Reggie does have a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, so even if he gets a gain, he's going to have to get 5 seconds clear, and he's not 5 seconds clear of Donster yet. Could, but right now that's clearly not the end plan. But 8,000 does have, I think, 6 seconds worth of time penalties, and Silencer has 3. So it will be worth to see how that works out. But something also that was happening while that battle's happening is cross time is now within 3 seconds of either one.
Yeah, he most certainly is. He's got his head down, got to move on now on lap 11 of 14, just over 3 and a bit laps to go, and he's starting to come through in the Trident now. So, like we said, he just needs to make sure he knuckles down, just keep his head in the game, and now he's starting to pay as we're starting to see the BWT car starting to drop back a little bit of its pace, looking rather shaky on the rear end as well.
Oh, very aggressive lunge there by Silencer. Could not get the brake point right, almost hit the back of 8,000 RPM. as Timmy does hit the fast lap of the race on mediums. You know, he's 6 seconds clear of JWM Films.
Just rubbing it in, isn't he, right now up front? He's got the lead. He's just flexing his muscles as completely wide. There goes the high-tech off the road, but manages just about keep it on the island.
Right now, though, for the battle of pole position, right now it would go to Donster because of the time penalties. Something else to note, because top 8 flip-flops, and right now the pole would be Donster for the next race. So right now they're actually battling for points, but also who gets the better starting position for the sprint race that's coming up next after this one.
Right, certainly. So it's going to be very close. Freddie actually not too far up on the road either, to be fair, from Reggie. Remember, though, it's going to be almost completely pointless trying to pass him because remember, Freddie hasn't got a penalty, and these guys have, so they're going to have to do a miracle to get past. But Freddie looking like he could be under at least a threat on circuit, though in terms of penalties, you should be.
Silence gets another 3 seconds, so he's now going to be up to 6-2. So yeah, that's helping Donster.
And Donster looking like he might even. To be fair, Donster might actually start not on pole because I think maybe even 8,000s might. It's going to be very interesting. It was see what happens with
because 8,000 has 6 seconds as well. So yeah, you are correct. 8,000 may be our pole sitter because Donster's not. Oh, there's some mind games here. Does he? He wants to go for the points, but at the same time, there's a difference between starting 9th and starting 8th. So who knows what his game plan he may be thinking. 8,000s
on Reggie down the inside he comes. Then down on the brakes then from the car from the Sauber. Gets past the Chelsea Racing team then, so down the inside he goes. Pretty simple stuff. Lay on the brakes, managed to get it stopped.
Oh yeah, 1.4. He could even get DRS on Freddie here, because Freddie went really conservative through that corner there. I think he's going to get DRS off Freddie. Yeah, he's within a second.
Yeah.
Because the extra point's coming up right now, so yeah, Freddie is... I don't know what's going on with Freddie. I think Freddie's just having a bad time at this track. Because I think his mindset is currently for the UNF1 series, for Tier 1 and Tier 2, so I think he's basically kind of set up for that one. So I wouldn't be shocked if he's not really as accustomed to the F2 cars as he is the F1 cars. But I will give the drivers that do double duty that much, that you have to take 2 cars into consideration and dominate both of them. That is very hard for you to do. But 8,000, yeah, it's not going to be able to get within the toe, but either one gets a 3-second time penalty for...
Oh, where's Reggie off the road? Late braking, couldn't get the car stopped. Again, these drivers just cannot manage to get the braking zone down to turn number 2. I mean, we know these cars are difficult to stop, but it's it's probably one of the longest runs on this game down from the Formula 2 cars in the actual real-life Formula 2 season. So, proving it difficult. 8,000s now in the back of Freddie Lowe.
Yep.
Freddie, what about this too heavily?
I do want to interrupt and say that either one did get another 3-second time penalty, so any chance of him holding off Cross Tommy is now gone because he now has 6 seconds, and the gap is 1.5. So that is Cross's podium to lose. As 8,000 is going to be making a move around the outside here, thinks better of it because the DRS detection point's going to be coming up right now. So yeah, he probably could just use the long straight here. But well, he may even get by without the DRS. Oh, very close there. Little side pod touch. And Freddie's just going to slide on behind, maybe make a late lunge here to the braking zone. Nope, he's not going to do it, and 8,000 will take the position, at least for now. But with the 6-second time penalty, it is going to be worth noting that that's Freddie's spot to regain, as long as he doesn't get a cut. But he may be under pressure from Teji.
By the way, that Cross Tommy's actually in P2 in this race by net, because... JWM has also got himself a 6-second time penalty, as you know. Yeah, he has. So
he does? Oh, yep.
Oh,
there's a lot of things going on here. Hold on.
Should be in P2 in this race. Come the checkered flag. As Freddie gets a time penalty, we've got a car going around. I think the donut somewhere has got an issue, I believe. Or he's got yellow flags for some reason.
You are correctly, and that was a good spot there. As Freddie's going to try to make a remove on the inside here, and he's going to make it work, and he's successfully going to take back P5 from 8,000. Well, hold on yet. No, he's going to get doubles teamed. He got really squirrely off that corner. It's going to allow Teji Reggie to take him. They both split him up the middle there. And now Teji's going to try to possibly make a move on 8,000 RPM for 5th.
Yeah, I mean, Brave trying to go up the inside there. He's,
he just took the ball with him. He took the ball with him like he wanted a friend. But, yeah. But right now, again, Freddie doesn't have... Oh, he does actually have a 3-second time penalty. I think that he did just get one.
Oh, yeah, he has, but he's coming back through up the inside. Let's see, late braking. This should be a rather easy move, and I don't think Teji's going to put too much of a fight up for that one. Right there, is not want to try and lunge a car here either. Let's see, though, he is going to do a lunge, and there's contact. And that was a little bit naughty, but they still somehow remain on the island, and now they're all going to squeeze each other out. Meanwhile, by the way, through the last couple of corners...
Oh yeah, we got to come back to the lead here. Timid's going to win this race.
Comes through the last corner, and he's kept it nice and quiet, nice, cool, collective through the last corner. Timbed with
oh, he just got a 3-second time penalty just to insult the injury.
Should keep himself in the victory because he's got a 7-second gap. JWM second, the one
third. But Cross Time is not going to. Well, it hasn't updated scoring yet, so that will be interesting to see how they rule that. But because no, they haven't updated scoring, so we'll see. But with your math, they should be with correctly up. So. But we'll see. But anyway, 8,000 is currently in P5. Yeah, so 8,000 will come on P5, but it will obviously lose time because of that 6-second time penalty. Freddy will come 6th. Oh, yeah, no, Cross is dropping down the order. Now he's 7th.
Right. Unserved penalty.
Did they give him a penalty? Hold on, race director.
Has he? Yeah, he's got an unserved penalty, so has he not changed the tyres?
Did they disqualify him?
Unserved time penalty.
No, they gave Teji an unserved time penalty, but I don't see anything for Cross in this menu.
Yeah, from my screen at least, it said Cross Tommy, unserved time penalty, 5 seconds. Though, I'm not quite sure whether 5 seconds has put him that far down the field. We'll wait for the official results.
But even if it was 5 seconds, it's not that much. You shouldn't have... Yeah, they put him P11.
This is very bizarre.
Yeah, that's...
What has he done?
This whole lobby's been kind of good. And he gave him driver of the day, though, even though he came home P11. Some metaphorical insult to injury there.
Well, that's very bizarre, but in the end of the day, regarding in terms of things, top of the set for the podium, the Carlin rather dominated that race, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the penalties, though. I'm going to see how much penalty he got, because that's very bizarre. Cross Tommy hasn't got a penalty.
No, so I think he will be de facto P2 when the stewards rule on this, because he should be on that podium.
Yeah,
he didn't get a penalty.
The issue is,
that's fair.
But
yeah,
now he's going to lose. He'll lose the position though for the next race because we've now got the sprint race to come up. Here we start in P11.
Oh God,
that's allowed Silencer to get P1. That is.
That's screwy. Yeah, that's there's not much we can do because sometimes these games glitch. But yeah, Cross Tommy will get his position. There's no penalty. We go to the race director. He's got nothing. So yeah, he's clean. So he will get his position at the end of the day. He'll get P2. I will make sure of that. But as of right now, we can't really rule on this. But that's gonna stink for the sprint race. He's not gonna be P11.
Yeah, it was gonna be P7s? Yeah, it'd be starting P7 normally, so he started P11 a little bit further back than he wanted to, so that's I guess not ideal.
The one positive is to avoid the carnage, but the other issue is I think Fred should leave the session, so his ghost should not have an issue here. But yeah, so there's gonna be. It seems like every week we have to make this kind of judgment rules where it feels like the game doesn't want us running an F2 championship. Like, why are you running an F2 championship? You shouldn't be running one. But yeah. It'll be interesting to see how we rule this. But I do want to take a look at the comments here. Santo, greetings from the F2 commentary booth. It's glad to see you are tuning in, and we hope you're enjoying the stream.
Indeed, well, 5 seconds to go, Pepsi. Curious now, reverse grid races always can spice up a race. Normally, we can see all sorts of mayhem as we get the formation lap underway. Silencer from Reggie P2, Donster P3. Looking really low for the likes of the one. He's got a good chance, but you can't count out Timbed from recovering this because he had an 8-second lead nearly last time. Oh, we've got a Freddy off the road and all sorts of carnage here on the safety car. And we've got many cars that have just been disqualified from the formation lap there.
Oh, God, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Oh, dear. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but we've got Brazy going slow. Freak Oliver's ghost is still here. Viper is still here, even though he's not here.
Yeah, Jose
Tommy
is not
in trouble.
too thrilled. I'm taking a look at the chat. He is not too thrilled about what just happened. if we had a little in-car audio, it'd be kind of interesting to see how he reacted to
I
this.
think you ran into the back of Tommy there. I think that should be here.
I'll be honest, I was looking down at the chats and other shit, other stuff, and it is worth noting. Again, only 9 people watching. Yeah, no FCC regulations on the internet. But anyway, not getting that family-friendly check.
The children might be watching.
Oh, not the children. But anyway, back to the point, I was looking down, and I didn't really get a good look at that. So yeah, if Cross did run to the back, that would be interesting to see what exactly happened. But he's the only one that got disqualified.
Yeah, I think it was because we saw a car spinning, and I think that was Brazy spun, or at least someone spun. I don't know if
Brazy left the session. No, he only retired. Actually, he only retired, so yeah, he's still here.
He's still here, so... No, he left the session, didn't retire. He has left the session. He is the, it's an AI, and he's got DRS open for some reason on my screen, so I'm not quite sure what's happened there. But someone definitely spun across the circuit into the wall, and then Cross Tommy slammed the brakes onto Void, and I think Jose Ben's run into the back of him, so very bizarre. Now, luckily, on the formation night, you don't get disqualified from the actual race, so very fortunate stuff.
Also, you don't get damage as well, so even better. So no
Already
harm, no foul. Just you're not going to get, you're not going to get your tires and brakes warmed up. But as
the gap flow.
Yeah, as we look for wait for the AIs to quickly get to the last corners, I'll do a quick rundown. Silencer in P1, Tedgy Reggie in P2, the Donster in P3, 8000 in P4, Freddy in P5, I1 in P6, Jada Mims in P7, and Timid in P8, with Donut 9th, Jose 10th, Cross Tommy in 11th, Noah in 12th, Fretchy in 13th, Soko Brazy 14th, while 12 through 14th, I think Noah may still be here, but Fretchy and Brazy are AI, so they probably will go off the start. There, now that's done.
Yeah, that's done. And I do the start.
Hopefully we don't have as much of a glitch here, but the AI will go off the line, but there's not much we can do about that, so...
Let's see then, on the grid we go. Sprint race, 11 laps this time, so I think I was pretty much close where I thought we would have for a sprint and feature race.
Correct.
Let's see, are we going to get... Those 5 red lights are on, let's wait.
No, we got the lap 2 of 11 thing again, so...
It's a good start. And... The second time, the game...
someone's internet is screwing this up.
Who's not started? Right, own up.
Last time it was Fretchy from what we heard, so... But Fretchy's not here anymore, so it shouldn't be Fretchy.
Fretchy's not here, so...
The only other person that left between that was Noah, so...
Yeah, but Noah's not... Neither of these guys are in the session, though. They've all left from my understanding, so...
I think Noah didn't leave.
Imagine.
Maybe he did. I don't know. I think he actually invited back, so yeah. We have a comment. Maybe someone will have more information that we don't know.
Let's go swimmingly.
Alrighty. Okay.
So, someone want to wake up the race director, Michael Massey? Are you awake?
They're saying it's Silencer. Timid saying it's Silencer's having the glitch issues.
So he'll pulse it up.
We have no way of communicating with them, so we may...
This could be interesting.
Yeah,
by the way, and if you noticed it as well, so I cut over, Fretchy's car is a little bit bobbly right now on my screen still. He's still lagging, even though he's not here.
Well, maybe it will settle itself. If we'll give it another few seconds here, if not, we'll have to run a quick sprint race in another lobby. We'll give it a minute. Yeah, I don't think this...
Yeah, Normally if there's someone still loading, it'll just be stuck like that. It's a forced restart of the session. So I'm not quite sure how that's going to work in terms of, can you even run a sprint race? So you have to run the feature race again?
Alright, we have to get Silencer's attention. I'm going to try to get Silencer's attention and tell him to leave.
Yeah.
But,
I do apologise for this, by the way. Sometimes this happens. This game, unfortunately, it's a known glitch. There is no way, unfortunately, to fix it either.
Well, I'm going to try to give him a message. But yeah, let me know if they do eventually start. But where is he on this list? I think I'm blind. Is he not? Oh, he's P1. Jeez, I didn't expect that. View profile. Yep. I'll just keep it 5 words. Leave. Yep. Let's admire the scenery while we wait for that to happen. Nice roller coaster. It is a beautiful place. Track racing hasn't
Yeah,
been the greatest.
the Winter Olympic Park, of course, Sochi in 2014. Incredible place, of course. The only one of two places I know that has a roller coaster near the circuit. The other one being, of course, the Nürburgring. That has a roller coaster on the start-finish straight, though I don't believe it's in use anymore. This one, a roller coaster down at turn number 1.
All right, let me try inviting Silencer because he's not getting the memos. Oh, don't tell me he's not on my friends list. This would be a bad. Oh, I crashed. All right, we're gonna have to reset.